If you look inside the day-to-day operations of most modern startups, you will find founders working brutal hours, chasing the latest algorithm hacks and drowning in messy spreadsheets. But despite this constant, frantic motion, waking up at 5:30 a.m. to put out operational fires, like a leaky pipe in the office, the revenue perfectly flatlines. When this happens, the founder almost always makes a false assumption. They convince themselves they are simply missing a secret strategy, a new marketing hack, or a hidden piece of information. The brutal truth is that they don't lack information. They lack priorities. A business is not magic. It is simply a mechanical system of inputs and outputs. Take a look at this diagram. Think of your business as this pipeline. When growth stalls, it is because the flow of money and effort has stopped at a singular choked-off point. Today, we are going to diagnose the 3 most common ones. Working harder on non-bottleneck tasks is mathematically useless. Real growth only happens when you identify and break your primary constraint. The first major trap is the assumption that true business wealth is built by selling cheap products to the maximum number of people. The mass market strategy fails for startups because it requires massive capital. Amazon wins because they built ruthless operational efficiency to handle extreme volume from day one. The optimal starting strategy is the exact opposite. Sell to wealthy people first. They yield higher profit margins and happily pay a premium to save their own time. With those elevated margins, you need significantly fewer customers to survive. You completely remove the need to build massive, expensive operational scale right out of the gate. Tesla executed this perfectly. They didn't start with the mass market Model 3. They sold a $250,000 Roadster exclusively to the ultra-rich, using that cash to fund their infrastructure. Competing on price without scale is a death sentence. Premium pricing is the financial lever that funds your future infrastructure. If your audience isn't the problem, the bottleneck is usually inside the building. A founder's low hiring standards create an artificial ceiling on revenue. You can diagnose a low-talent team by looking at their rulebook. If a company has a massive list of micromanaging office rules, like explicitly telling staff not to watch Netflix while taking a customer service call, they have a problem. If you have to create corporate rules to mandate basic common sense, your bottleneck is that you are hiring dumb people. This chart breaks down talent arbitrage. On the left, you have 5 average B players costing a total of $500,000. On the right, a single elite A player costs $170,000, but yields the exact same total output. This margin delta reveals the hidden benefit. Hiring one A player produces the same output while stripping away layers of management bloat and accelerating execution company-wide. You cannot build a top-tier business with bottom-tier talent. Every new hire must mathematically raise the average intelligence of the team. The final bottleneck is the one founders refuse to admit. Their core product or service is actually just mediocre. Rather than fixing the core offer, they fall into the trap of growth for growth's sake. They deploy aggressive marketing hacks to artificially inflate a weak, unfinished product. This separates Mercenaries from Missionaries. Mercenaries chase rapid scaling. Decades ago, Boston Market took on massive debt for rapid franchise expansion, a strategy that eventually forced them into bankruptcy. Chick-fil-A operated as Missionaries. Instead of rapid physical expansion, they obsessed entirely over iterative product quality, making sure the food was exceptional one location at a time. Because the product was excellent, the customers demanded that Chick-fil-A grow. They expanded through pure word of mouth, creating an inevitable market takeover without needing a single algorithm hack. Better leads to bigger, while bigger leads to bloat. If the core offering isn't exceptional, aggressive marketing only alerts more people that the product is average. Once you identify your specific bottleneck, whether it's your audience, your talent, or your product, you must ruthlessly protect your time to actually execute the fixes. That requires letting minor fires burn. You have to ignore urgent crises to protect the first hours of your day strictly for high-leverage work. Doing this unsexy, high-leverage work consistently over a period of years creates the ultimate unassailable business moat: brand. Brand is not a graphic design or a logo. It is the compounding interest of consistently delivering on massive promises to your market over a long time horizon. You can charge premium prices, acquire customers cheaper, and generate massive word-of-mouth loops. Sustainable wealth isn't built on secret hacks. It is built on fixing your system's constraints. For more brutal truths on building real business wealth, hit subscribe and follow RiseRaise.